What up, everybody? Nate the Poor Farmer. I am here. How are we doing? Hopefully, you all can hear me out there. Turn this off. I have to put chat. Okay, so we got that working. Everything is working. We are here. Hey, Roscoe. You came back? Welcome back, buddy. Roscoe, what's in here? What's in here? Oh, it's in the box. Oh, let's see what we got. We got something from Dell. You know what's inside of this giant box? Let me go to the other camera. Do you know what's inside of this giant box, everybody? This is RTX 3060. So inside of this giant box, what you see here is an RTX 3060 inside of this box. You want to know why there's a silicon and a chip shortage? It's because it takes all of this to make an RTX. See a lot of packaging here for an RTX series card. Okay, there's a fancy box here. I really feel like I should have checked out this box first. I feel like I should have checked out this fancy box inside of a box. We have boxes. You know, I get that people want discreet packaging, but you know, like you could just give me the entire thing in a brown box and just give me a really cool poster. I'm cool with that. Let's just talk about waste. You know, you should put these in boxes big enough to be shipped in. You know what I'm saying? It's like a snowblower. They just package them in crates. Okay, wow, this is this box right here. This massive. I want you guys to see this. This massive box that's like as big as the other box. This fits one power cable. Okay, one power cable. One USB optical mouse. One e-waste keyboard. There's our start of the keys. What's up, Ben? Right out. We're getting ready to open our RTX 3060. We're hanging out. What up? We're hanging out. So this giant box that's bigger than me is for a mouse and a keyboard. Okay. I'll be honest. If you guys see how I got this box, I'm going to show you how I would have done it. This is how I would say I'm okay with this to conserve consumer waste. Check this out. You just throw it in the box. There's this crazy concept of just throwing this mouse in the box and putting this keyboard right on top. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hopefully y'all can hear me out there. Hopefully it's not too loud. I know the audio settings. I had to go back to a single PC setup right now because we're opening up our RTX 3060 Ti right now. So, okay. So I'm actually going to. Oh, and I'll be honest. I'm a little disappointed right now because the plastic. I'll have to show you in a second. I'll take a photo of that. The plastic that's designed to be the scratch guard. Thank you. All right. That's my amazing significant other who makes everything possible to help me. Couldn't do it without her. So this is supposed to be the one they fixed the airflow problems on. They supposedly fixed it on this. Let me get this up here. It's hard to do without your primary finger. So they supposedly. Oh, it's not focusing on me. Here we go. It's focused on you. Huh? Yeah, maybe. Oh, it's not bad. Let's see. It's got all that in the front. We're gonna get this thing. We're gonna get the. Yeah, what do they all put on there? They put a lot. Yeah. Well, this isn't actually gonna be the Dell. That's the funny thing. The computer we've already been streaming with is the Dell. So to get a proper benchmark, we're gonna have to take out all the RAM, the processor out of that one, and the RAM out of that one. Take it out. Benchmark this one first. put it all inside that in the video with all the components swapped, benchmark it, and then we're going to have to take it all out of there, put all the stuff back in it, and then put it all back in this one. So it's going to be a fun day of testing out hardware. I honestly, like, here's the thing. I know I've said this before. Like, I don't even think I want to do all that because we already know that computer. She's already like, yep, but it's science. Thank you, Ben. I'm glad. Thank you for telling me it sounds good. So we're actually going to see. I mean, we already know an i7 10700K is better than an i5 11400. So really, once I benchmark this, we'll really know how it's going to perform, and I don't have to put it in there because I'll be honest, you already know for a fact it's going to run better inside of a third-party motherboard than it is inside of an OEM. And I think it would be hard for anyone to argue that you don't get more benefits putting it inside of like the MSI Z590 we bought than the. I believe this has an Intel Z490 is what's inside this chipset. That's what the Dell chipset is. And really, where, oh man. So I watched a video on this, and it's like, it's so stupid. It's so, it's crazy to me that all these computers are, for those that don't know, I just put my screwdriver here. For those that don't know, all these computers are, they're they're like an Inspiron case. They're like the Dell regular desktops. And what they do is they take off all that plastic that's on those shitty desktops, and then they wrap all this Alienware plastic around it. Giant. I mean, this is a piece of shit. Okay, this is Alienware. Now, like, if my parents were like, if I was 15 and I was walking into a Best Buy and I was trying to convince my parents what computer to buy me so I could play Apex Legends, I would be like, please buy me an Alienware, maybe in 2012. Now there's like Origin, Cyber Power, iBuy Power, whatever it is, Cyber Power. I mean, there's other OEM builders. I mean, HP has the Omen gaming series. I bought that Pavilion gaming computer, and they're not bad computers. Don't get me wrong. They're not. Oh, I need the small screwdriver. I need the small Phillips. I think that one right there. So, holy cow! I might have to find a little. Oh, there we go. Wow, that is an odd Phillips head screw. That's an odd size. That's their way. They do odd sizes like that on purpose because then they can tell if you've opened the case. So now this is just a painted black screw, and what they do now is they can actually tell the screw. So if you ever want to send one of these back, get the rubber screwdrivers and use a rubber tip, the one that's got the nice little coating on it. Okay, so I forgot how to do this. I gotta lift the thing. There we go. Then we pull it out. I don't know if they can see it. I might have to swap cams again. We'll go back to camera 2 here. And normally these are just the cams you already see with everything set up. Just my room, my bedroom. It's the easiest place to go, so we don't have to deal with Grandpa's sound interfering because Grandpa is deaf. He's legally deaf from his years at Chrysler. So, all right. So then I have to take out that screw to lift up the bracket. I think I have to take out the power supply if I remember correctly. I have to be able to. It's so weird how they do these, man. Oh yeah, so they got the whole thing. Didn't they have the thing on how to remove the GPU? Or was that HP? One of them had a sticker inside of it that said, "This is how you take out the GPU," and I was like, "Wow, man! Thank you for installing that sticker." So I think it has something to do with. Man, I gotta lift let's just be safe. We're talking about a $1,300 RTX 3060 Ti right there. Okay, so we need to look up Alienware. All right, Alienware RTX or no R12 GPU. And I've looked this up like 20 times, and now that I'm doing a video, I can't remember for the life of me how to do it.
Hey folks, it's Mangrel. Where computer.
I also thought I was going to do this a week ago.
So we want to put these clips to the unlock,
Open.
and the side cover comes off. So we just grab this. And the next step is.
Wait, what happened? Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't know. I think there's bleed through, so I apologize. I don't have it perfectly set up. Oh yeah, there is bleed through because the Bluetooth setting right now. So hopefully you can hear me. Oh, there we go. I know he said the audio was good before, so oh yeah, so I have to take that up. And then that. Okay, 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 okay. Duh, screws. I'm an idiot. I already knew it was something easy, and I was just an idiot. So we already established that before I looked it up. So then, oh man, lift this whole thing up. Before I do that, I gotta pull this power cable out. Man, I hate that. The GTX in my nothing except that bracket. So pull that up. Oh wait, why am I still gotta turn this thing on. Hold on. I'm just making sure it's all there again. So we're gonna plug it in. We're gonna plug it in right now. I do want to benchmark this computer with the RTX. I want to see if we get any gains. Really make these things. Boy, it's very taut. Very taut. Okay. So now, thing locked it. Okay. Side back on. We're gonna fire this thing up quick and we'll benchmark it. And I will post up the benchmarks here in just a second. Oh, there we go. Put it in. Put it in. Huh. Oh yeah. I most certainly would. Here's that. Okay, so I am going to unplug the video. I'm going to unplug what I'm referring to as the Intel PC. The Intel PC is now unplugged. All of those plugs are going to simply go to the Alienware computer. Second. All right. Let's see here. What's the easiest cam? Sorry, I don't got it set up perfect, and I apologize if that's super loud in the mic. There we go. Let's see how that works out. Cowabunga, dude. Okay, so Alienware Aurora R12. Hold on. Power switch. Make sure I got the power cable. Okay. Oh man, that is one heck of a computer. Oh, that thing's heavy, man. It weighs more than the whole other Intel, dude. It's just all plastic trash. All that plastic trash. Okay, let me sit down. I had the blanket set up the way I had them set up because Roscoe the however, need the mouse and keyboard plugged in. Holy cow, man. I tell you, it's crazy, those IOs. This Alienware has 4 USB 3.0s on the back, 6 USB 2.0s, and 1 USB-C. SSSSSSSS. Sure got a lot of SS's. And I just need the DisplayPort cable here. We are essentially about to turn this thing on. We're gonna fire her up. We're gonna see how she does. First time firing up an Alienware that I've purchased. I haven't messed with Alienwares since the recycling days, to be honest. And Alienwares they were brand new back then. So Alienwares were brand new, and they were highly competitive for the top end. They didn't really do mid tier processors back then. It was always about being highly competitive. For why would you build the best computer when you can give us $3,000 and we'll give you the best computer? And they had a lot of crossover components. Remember, like the old switchy, the old switchy, old switchy power supplies that they used to use from their 1,000-watt holdovers. So we got to set it up. It says, "What are you from? The United States?" No. Skip. Why is my MSI? Huh? Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for your help. You're the best. You're the best. We got stuff all over. Oh, that's life, though. Some people say. Get it sorted. Get it sorted. Here, I guess I can go back to the video broadcaster for now. We can go back to this. Since we've got the RTX 3060 plugged in right now, we're gonna let it get tested here. Now that we got the RTX 30 open, or we got it booting up right now, I'm going to run user benchmark, and I'm also going to run 3D mark that I have on my Steam. So we'll run a 3D mark on it, and we'll see how it runs. And at the end of the day, originally when I bought it, I said the goal was to see how well the RAM and everything runs. But I think it's going to be relative to how well it runs. What you get is you get more capability, more upgradability. I mean, I don't want my RTX 3060 sitting in this super hot case, to be honest. But it's not looking like it's a terrible computer though. So, I mean, maybe I sell the 3600. Maybe I sell the Ryzen 5 3600 system, pull the RTX 3060. Maybe we run the 11 400K in the 10 700. Name the computer Aware. We'll get it. Let's go. Like probably somewhat hot because of the way it's set up. Alienware, yada yada, r12. Man, is that a component out and SPDIF? Wow, component audio and SPDIF. Honestly, if they were doing all that, they should have put a subwoofer, a rear subwoofer component out. But I'm sure you could probably use it for that if they let you do the settings right. So if they actually let you set it up right, yeah, that'd be fat. So that stuff always works for like all the fun Microsoft stuff, which I'm pretty sure these are coming with Windows 11 right now. So last time I had to mess with the Pavilion, it was Windows 11. So then I installed Windows 11 on the i7. Worked out great. So we'll see. I always love when I have to do this. Yeah. All right, you gotta always register these computers. You have to do it, man. Ooh. I just love all this stuff. There we go. You gotta skip it off. We're still getting to there. We're almost at. We're almost at. You know. Yeah, it's weird. I set up the other one to only save files to PC, and it's like, hey, let me restore that computer he just set up. Like, no, stop it, stop it. Yeah, I don't know. It's actually it's terrible. It's not a terrible PC to be honest. It's not. I should look up what's better. Like Risen. I mean, I guess maybe that's what I need to compare right now. What Risen 5 3600 versus. I mean, it's hard to say right now. So it's saying I'm going to get significantly faster. I'm going to get significantly faster smooth output. Probably it's working now. It's 7, 3.6. It's turbo clock 4.4. Huh. That ultimately is a really, really, really tough call. I mean, huh. Man, 9 months versus 29 months. And maybe the AMD may actually be kicking the curb, and it may actually just be this Alienware that's going to get ran. That could be a real possibility right now. I mean, let's look at the bloatware, Alienware Command Center. We already know this is considered massive bloatware. Free and continue. The drivers are definitely behind. No, I don't care about either of those. What? It's running at 4.6 gigahertz. 55C. 67C. So it's running it very high. I don't want any of those. Oh wow, that's kind of cool. I kind of like the sound. I really like the way that their sound console looks. It's always a big feature thing for me. I think OEMs they really got to splurge on stuff like that to get really feature rich things, or else there's no point buying them. I mean, so that's cool to see that they still have for what Realtek version it is. It's really cool to see that it still has all that smart loudness, bass boost, treble enhancer, voice clarity, reverb, standard effects. But you really expect them to be there. The equalizer, the mic effects. So that's cool. Don't care about the lights. So let's see what we got here. Let's go to GeForce Experience. So it's going to upgrade the drivers quick. And then while we're doing that, we are going to go to Steam. Gotta install Steam for 3D Mark. If you don't know, now you know. Okay, so can't really quite see where we at on this one here. We can go to is that the right cam? So right now we're just over here setting up. We're trying to go through some of this. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about the GeForce experience. Blah 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 blah. Is it like forcing me to log in? So the only way you can use GeForce Experience is if you log in. Well, that really sucks. Guess we got to switch back. We're still doing login stuff. So hold on. We're still doing login stuff. I gotta find my phone now. I gotta do my two-factor. Gotta love it all. I'll be right back. Really? Really being a jerk right now. So why is it being a jerk then? Why is Nvidia being a jerk? It says, "Hey, your login is completed, bro." Then it says, "I have to." Like, Nvidia, you suck, man. You really fucking suck. This is the one thing I love about AMD ATI. Okay, RTX 30 series, their whole software backend is dog shit. You know, like I get I'm paying for like the GPU architecture, but you really have to invest some shit into some coding. And the NVIDIA control and the GeForce experience compared to AMD is absolutely dog shit. The only thing they have going for them isn't even really a NVIDIA product. All it is that NVIDIA broadcaster setup, and that's not even NVIDIA shit. That's just shit NVIDIA compiled and decided, like, hey, we'll only let you use our software we're providing you free if you have NVIDIA components. And, like, I'm logging in. It says I'm logged in on their website. When I go to click log in with Google, it says, hey, you're logged in. And then I say, well, let me just log in with it. No. Like, I already want to say your shit sucks. Okay? Like, and I can't just make a fucking account. It won't let me just make. There we go. Okay, so I have to go through a long, drawn out process before it's like, hey, do you not have an account? I do, but your system fucking sucks. So, you know, so here we go. So, I mean, I think I went through this last night at the first RTX card, and I was like, wow, how shitty of a software. You want people to be price gouged like a motherfucker, and this is what Nvidia is offering, absolute dog shit. And uh yep. Oh, an image of an airplane. I gotta go through a capture and all. I mean, Jesus, Nvidia, what are people signing up for? It certainly ain't signing up and creating accounts to like be able to buy RTX 30 series cards directly from the manufacturer who makes the fucking GPUs. No, that's not how it works. They make the GPU, then a chip maker takes it, and then that chip maker makes the actual card, and then that card somehow ends up in the hands thousands of times into shell corporations' hands in China, where they sell thousands upon thousands of RTX cards highly marked up. And they're trying their hardest to stop it. Gee whiz. I mean, I guess that just might be an issue. As somebody pointed out, maybe there's a billion people to exploit in China that they could just, get anyone to go stand in a line and pick up 20 of them directly out the back door. Hey, create an account. Well, no shit, it's associated with an account because you're not letting me log in to an account. Like, I mean, I don't know how many emails I've had an account with you guys for, but I'm guessing every time I've had to buy a NVIDIA, I've probably had to create an account that I can't reset or, and I hate waiting 3 days for a reset email. I really do. Oh, now I got to redo the I am human. Okay. Like, they truly suck, dude. This is how long it's taking me to log in just the NVIDIA GeForce experience right now. This is real time. I'm still struggling to log in. Not because I don't know how, because this is how complicated the process has actually become. I mean, I wish I was joking. I wish I was joking. I've clicked created account and log in like 100 times now. Oh man, finally. I just had to I just put in all fake shit. I put in all fake shit and it lets me just log in. Wow. Wow, man. Oh, ah, oh, okay, here we go. Verification email. So you go through so man, imagine the fucking IT guy who's got to go through this backlog of fucking unverified accounts because NVIDIA sucks. Like, Jesus, man. I mean, I just the amount of bullshit one has to go through to fucking use the product in which they paid $1,300 for is fucking insane right now. And I'm not even fucking joking. It's insane. NVIDIA accounts, email verification. Here we go. Verify fucking email address. Thank you for verifying. No, thank you for being an asshole, NVIDIA. That's what I say to that bullshit. I don't have to do any of that for ATI. I just install the shit and it's like, enjoy the product you've given us hundreds of dollars for. I don't give a fuck about your stupid fucking tour. Like, Jesus, man. I just want to be able to update the fucking drivers using the program that comes with the software. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, this is the manufacturer software to be able to update. And I just had to create the NVIDIA Sucks Dick 33 account. And it took like 20 some odd minutes just to be able to click download and update my friggin' drivers. That's real talk. That shouldn't even be how it is, you know? I mean, fuck you, NVIDIA, for trying to fucking lock me out of my fucking car. I mean, sure, I could go to your website and dick around. Probably would have been faster. I mean, honestly, don't fucking install your software with the fucking drivers if I gotta fucking go through all that bullshit. It's not an auto update software. It's bullshit to harvest data from my fucking computer and try and get me to sign up for your mailing list. That's what it is. And I get real sick of fucking corporations always trying to data harvest, dude. You do it with my drivers, you do it with this, now you got a software you want me to data harvest from. I wouldn't be so annoyed if it didn't take 25 minutes to just be able to click an update driver button to video. You know? And when it says, hey, you've logged into this stupid pop-up of your stupid friggin' website, that's not even how you should do it. It should just be an instant portal, handshake, fucking TLS, I don't care. You can do it any way you want. It should not be that hard. Not TLS, that'd be unsecure. But my point is, like, you guys did it the dumbest way of opening a portal to somebody's browser, and then the link through doesn't work. Right? It doesn't work because that, in most cases, is considered malware, and that way has been outdated for 12 years now. And everyone still does it because it's just a cop-out, man. It's a cop-out. It really is. It's a real cop-out that developers use. And this is the part that gets me is Like, we're still paying these companies are making hand over fist record profits, more profits than ever. Okay, and somehow there's a shortage and everything costs more money, but they're making more money than ever. And now we're out here looking at all this stuff, and and there's no money invested in this. This is more basic, generic of a software than NVIDIA had in 2003. I mean, I think they had a better. I think they had a better software in Windows XP. You know, I mean, that's how sad this is. You look at AMD's experience; it's like night and day's difference. But they install all this weird background crap with Intel that uses all these resources in comparison to AMD's. Like, can't you just do basic overlays? You gotta bury it in all this weird crap, like it's like they're trying to make everything like a Macintosh, and it's stupid. Like, hey, why don't you hit hotkeys? Like their performance tuning in Windows in the performance tuning inside of hold on, no, that's the wrong one. The performance tuning inside of NVIDIA, you have to hit Alt Z. So when you hit Alt Z, I can show you on this screen. So if I hit Alt Z up here, you'll see this little pop-up that comes up on my screen. So I would have to click Performance, and then when I click Performance, over here on my right is how I would enable overclocking and tuning. And then I would go, I could enable manual tuning, which is right down here. This would be manual tuning instead of putting it all inside of a nice thing. Now, if I had the other computer hooked up, I could show you what it's like on AMD, and I can tell you that it's a lot better, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I just gotten so used to AMD that I just think this is absolutely stupid, because it's like they're trying to, like, and then if you hit Alt R, now I can get my performance overlay, but it's only for the NVIDIA stuff. So it's only for, it tells me my CPU utilization. That's it. That's all I get for my CPU. It doesn't want to show me my CPU temp, any of my CPU stats. You can't even set it as an option, which I think is stupid. So that actually took me longer than anything to set all that up. That took me longer to log into the NVIDIA experience than to download any of the benchmark softwares. But in order to get a proper benchmark, you want to have all the drivers up to date. So if we don't have all the drivers up to date, we don't know if we're getting a real benchmark. And I guess it would be relative, but you really want to have you really want to make sure everything's installed. It's that simple. Especially when you're talking about these install images can be 6-7 months old. And I think it was too. I think it literally said something about May. So this could be an install image that they compiled in May. So close. Okay, so now I have to go to Steam still. Which this I will have to verify yet. Okay, so now this one gives me a Steam guard, which I already knew that was going to happen. And the reason I'm on this cam instead of the other ones, I'm still doing logins, and it's just for safety, because there's assholes out in this world. You got to have all these passwords and all this security. You don't want people to know how you do it all, so you don't want anything to become a target in and of itself. So you really got to protect it all, because everyone's not everyone, but there's so many people that just want to be jerks about it, that are just out there looking to exploit other people because they don't want to have to do anything. So that's just how they get by is trying to wait for opportunities to exploit others. Okay, install Steam. Okay, yes, install. And then we'll just get the user benchmark. We'll get our benchmark posted here in just a second. We got the free download going. Okay. Quick 200 meg download on Steam. I'm really actually interested more to see in relative comparison how the 3060 Ti. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Man, I didn't even realize that there was chat going on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I missed you, Keelan. Man, yeah, no, I just got to register the NVIDIA software. So I'm really trying to get it all going here. I mean, this benchmark is going to determine whether I uh, continue to use the 3600. I mean, it's possible. Possible I keep the Alienware now. I don't want an Alienware at all. Change my mind. I spent $1,300 to get a $400 video card, and it absolutely disgusts me because all I see is a bunch of electronic waste. I see a bunch of poorly processed and made components that are gonna be die prematurely. Okay, back to over here because I have to go back to Satellite 31. And I have to enter in a second Steam code. There we go. Okay. Second Steam code is entered. All right. All right. All right. We're good there. We're good. So we got the Alienware set up. We got Steam set up. We are just going to install 3D Mark. Okay. Finish. 3D Mark is installing. While it's installing 3D Mark, we are going to run user benchmark. So let me close that. Let me make sure everything's closed. That could be sensitive information. Let me go back to the big screen. Let's go back to Talk Big with the dual cam. It's a very bright monitor on the Alienware over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm running the user benchmark right now. Oh, it's going to run it. Let's give it a good send. Send it home. Stop making your pins for your computer. 1, 2, 3, 4, all of you. Not bad numbers. Not bad numbers. Oh, I know why I want to use this once because of the RAM configuration too. I think I have to use JDEC RAM, not XMP. I'm pretty sure the HP just and the Dells both use JDEC RAM, not XMP RAM. Really fast renders right now. Wow. I don't know if it feels any faster than the benchmark for. I don't know if it feels any faster than the benchmark for. Let's just run it quick. Let's just go through. I guess we got to restart. Didn't work right. We are going to run user benchmark on this computer quick. We'll run that again. We'll run it here. See how we get. While we're running all this software, I'm not really worried about how the CPU turns out, but let's just see. Happy New Year. Sorry I missed it. I didn't have that. I wasn't able to read that window at that time. I apologize. I had a bunch of windows open, all the logins.
Checking that at this point. Hack filter. 2 guys left. Only 1 guy left.
Let's see. I was just looking at the user benchmarks there. Uh, we got this open. Let's see. Let's see if that's it. Right there. Got it all open. Okay. Let me go back to downloads. Let us run downloads. Let us run user benchmark. Yes. Okay. Now let's see. Holy crap. I apologize. Let me do that so you guys can't hear it. Let me do that. I apologize. I'm sure that was loud as shit. I know it was. I already know it was so loud. Alright. Okay. Yada yada, yada yada, bada bing, bada boom. See what we get. everything's performing way below expectations. I wonder if it's because I'm streaming. Oh man, that's sad. Let's see. It says it's missing a GPU, but it's got the points. That's weird. It also benchmarked the CPU. It's below expectations. The CPU also thermal throttled. So when you look at that, the CPU thermal throttled. So the CPU inside of this, like, all right. So in comparison, I can post up the link here. Hold on, I gotta let me get it right here. I'll put it up on the screen in just a second. It is 4923109. Okay, so let me just see here. So I can do a window capture, new browser. Okay, let's see. Right there. Okay, so let me see here. We'll put it down here. So there we go. So one thing I did notice is that the CPU thermal throttled. So when you look at why it probably went below expectations, it's most likely because it throttled itself when it got too hot, which would not happen in the other case with the liquid cooling like I have. It might not happen if I went to liquid cooling, uh, but certainly we would see case temps rise with both the RTX 3060 Ti and that, because you don't really have a decent spot to be able to properly get a lot of intake and a lot of exhaust. So well, the R11 series case is supposed to be better. I don't think it's that much better than any of the R10, R11. Um, that's actually super disappointing. SK Hynix, I should have known that would have been the NVMe. SK Hynix, I mean, it would look outstanding, but it says performing way below expectations. The RAM is performing below expectations. Now, if you compare that, that is, it says the GPU wasn't there, but we see the GPU is there. I don't know why it's being a jerk about it. Um, like I said, it's the video experience, right? So that's pretty much where I'm at with the video experience. Let me see. Now, this is the X570. This is the computer I'm using right now to stream from. I just ran the benchmark live on stream. So first percentile. Well, yeah, I know the CPU is going to be performing low right now. It's doing encoding. It's doing a lot of encoding right now. I'm also running triple screen, uh, so I'm sure the video card is going to be well below because we're streaming. I ran the benchmark while running highly resource intensive things. So yeah, so we've got all the other things. Yep, RAM's being used. So there we go. Still not bad. It's still let's see, 17.9. What was there? 29.99. Okay, okay. Way below. It does seem way below. Oh, I see my RAM. I know why. 2667. It's it's my RAM. I can already tell you what's up with that. When I had to swap out the RAM, I still have not changed back on the XMP profile. So that's actually a good thing to look at right there. So I'll have to turn that back on for this computer. Unknown RAM. So that's how many people have benched their Alienwares. It's a decent little 4 slots, 16 gigabyte DIMM DDR4 clock. I don't know if that. I think I was only supposed to get one stick of 16, but it looks like it may be two 8 gig sticks. So that's cool if it is. Way cool. Way better than 116 gig stick. So, but that one has no reason to be performing below expectations. So, I'm disappointed in that. Definitely disappointed in that right there. Well, the big one that's going to matter for us is going to be the 3D Mark. I mean, the 3D Mark should run it properly. Let it perform its first time setups here. Now, I am reading though. Wait, it's the i7 11700. Is that even right? I may have to check something here. I may have to switch cameras quick. Yeah, we'll switch cams quick. Let me check. It says an i7 11700. i7 11700. I don't think I was supposed to have an i7 11700. I'll be honest. I don't think I was. So, what? Wait, what? 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 Dude, my mind is blown right now. So somehow the one I got set up in, it was set to have an i7 11700F. What? Dude, this is insane. I hold on. Let me look at the other one. Hold on. What was the other one supposed to be? Oh, yeah. Wow. I for real thought I was getting an i5 11 400 and it ends up being an i7 11700F. Which, okay, so the processor I got for the other Intel machine is an i7 10700F. And that's just an absolutely mind blowing processor, right? So that processor is just like, man. So, like, dude, this is insane right now. I'm not even kidding. This is like, what? Let me install these. I got to install these. So, man, my mind is absolutely blown right now. My mind is just I can't fathom what I'm looking at right now. As I ended up getting one that had a 8 core. Well, that means 100% the Ryzen 5 3600 is out the door. And man, yeah, I'm definitely going to be resetting that. I'm going to have to reset that computer and back everything up on that. So it looks like, man, that's like I said, that's mind blowing, dude. I have to message Fanatic, dude, because my mind is a little bit blown right now, dude. Oh man. So so how does that even compare? 11. So how does an i7 11700 compare to an i7 10700? How does that even compare? 11% better. Well, I don't know. Guessing I'm keeping the Dell. I'm still waiting on Time Spy and CPU profile to finish. I mean, so I was just talking with Fnatic and I was saying like, wow, man, I honestly I can't believe it, dude. I mean, I can't. But so first benchmark for the I guess the i7 11700. I didn't know that. So I guess for the very first benchmark, it the CPU did throttle. I guess I'm gonna load up my. I don't know. I look up Alt Z. There we go. Is it Alt R? Where's the overlay? Can I set up my overlay? Performance monitoring. Okay. Yeah, remind me later. right, well, we're going to benchmark it again. We're going to see what happens. So we'll get it. Let's go. That's what it's doing right now. It's over here doing the time spy. We're doing the time spy benchmark right now. Loading up the demo and all that. So we're going to go through that. Oh, yeah. What up, Fanatic Gaming? We're getting it going right now. We're testing it out. It's doing the benchmark right now. It's out there benchmarking. We're looking it up. So I'm looking up what. So I just found out that Alienware. Check this out. I didn't know this. Dell and Alienware. They intentionally removed the configuration from these computers that allows you to use 4 times 4. Where am I? Which camera? 4 times 8 GB sticks of DDR4. So you can use 2 times 8 GB. You can use 1 times 16. But in order to achieve 32 GB, you can only do that via 2 by 16 GB. So if you don't pay them to upgrade from 2 by 8 GB to 2 by 16 GB, you are not allowed to upgrade unless you go to 4 by 16 GB DDR4 sticks. Yep. So they have invalidated those configurations. So if I wanted to run 2 4 gig sticks and 2 8 gig sticks, that's an invalidated configuration. You're not allowed to. Happy New Year. So that's an invalidated configuration. So the only way I could upgrade this thing's RAM is if I went to 2 by 16 GB sticks. I'd have to go to 2 by 16 GB sticks, and then I would have to go to 4 by 16. So you actually can't get 8 GB of RAM to put in, or another 16 gigs of RAM to put in here. So that's really stupid. Man, the things they do for money. It looks like you may be able to get it to work in 2666 mode But it will not work if you want it to be an XMP profile for 3400 megahertz or 3200 megahertz, depending on your setup. So, in either of those setups, Dell and Alienware intentionally locks out 4 times 8 gigabyte DDR4 sticks. It's not allowed. It's not allowed. It's so scummy, man. That's why I hate these computers. My other computer, the other motherboard, MSI. Like, okay, so now this goes back to my whole point about this. Take all this crap out of this computer. So I bought that motherboard that was $90. Power supply, that was like $90. The case, $40, right? If I wouldn't have went liquid cooling, let's just say $50, right? So you're at like, let's just say $250 is where you would be at. And you could take everything out of this Alienware, take it all out, and put it inside of there. That's what I would do, honestly. And this computer actually comes with the same amount of USB slots. It also comes with 2.5 gigabyte Ethernet adapter. So I think it's already got better Ethernet. You know, you can even salvage the Bluetooth adapter and everything out of the Dell. Take it all out of the Dell. Holy shit! It thermal throttled all the way to 95 friggin' degrees. What the flip? And that is why I hate the Alienware right there. That's absolutely why I hate the Alienware. Brand new out of the box. It's only like 55 degrees in this room. It's only 55 in here, ambient temperature, because it's cold. And I literally just watched it. I can't believe that. I honestly can't believe that. Wait, what was the other one? What was the other really high one? CPU score was 1099, and what was it for the 11700? So, wow, man. So check this out. Check this out. My i7 10700. So the i7 10700 was 10,990 CPU score on Windows 11, okay? Now, on Windows 10, it was 11,590, okay? So, there was, hold on, let me go back. It was, my Windows 10 score was, hold on, details, it was so it was 1181. So 11,081 was the last benchmark I did on a Windows 11. Now, when I go to Intel i7, okay, the Intel i7 was on Windows 10, it was 10,990. Now, this processor is supposed to be 11% faster. But inside of the Alienware, because it just throttled itself and all that crazy stuff, it only scored 10,090 points. That means, for a fact, if I were to take this processor out and put it into the other one with the liquid cooling, where it would stay at 55 degrees, it probably only run at like 65, 70 degrees, because that's how hot the board's getting when it runs. That's the component heat generated at being cooled. And honestly, it would probably score like 11,500. That seems really low. Wow, man. 83, 81. It doesn't even let me go back that far. That's crap. Can I just turn the fans all the way up? what if it's just like what if I just do offset? What if I just do that? No, and then save. Okay, yeah, save. Front fan advanced 100%. Okay, so it won't even let it go. Wow, that that I hate the Alienware. I don't know what to do with it now. To be honest, I don't want it. I mean, so an 11th gen i7 11700 just scored less than the i7 10700, and that's absolutely pathetic, dude. That's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Um, Look at it dropping down. Thermaled out. All those are thermaling out. I mean, you can't see it on the graph, but on the graph, if you could, right? So if you could see it on this graph, there's huge dips, and here I think if I actually, what if I, no, wrong one. What if I turn down